huko Faraja, hata venye walinikaribisha tu niliona matumaini tu. Juu walinikaribisha tu kwa roho safi, wakaniwelcome na wakaniambia, wakaniuliza shida yangu ni gani, nikawaelezea shida yangu kuhusu mtoto na venye mtoto anastahili 1,300 wafanyiwe radiotherapy na siwezi pata hiyo pesa. Nikawauliza wanaweza nisaidia aje. Sasa Faraja waliniambia kuna zile forms nitazijaza, lakini nitaenda nyumbani baadaye watanipea feedback wataweza kusaidia mtoto. Nilipofika nyumbani nilikaa wiki moja, wiki ya pili Faraja wakanipigia simu wakaniambia mtoto atasaidika, nipeleke mtoto kwa hospitali. Na hapo ndipo Faraja walinisaidia. Sasa hiyo radiotherapy daktari alisema zitakuwa session 30 na kila session itachukua 8,400 kila session. Sasa Faraja wakaniambia watanisimamia hiyo pesa, mtoto afanyiwe hiyo radiotherapy.
Crazy is that?
What a smell. And there goes Tolstoy in full must. Smells like a man's urinal.
Holy.
But maybe even stronger with a bit of herbs.
Yeah. Jeez.
Sajid, have you ever been that close to a must bowl?
No, first time. Huh?
He's so calm. It's amazing.
He checked us out for a second. He was like, well, maybe.
Yeah.
If this car was green or gray.
He's so cool. He's
Brad? Brad, what was that like?
Oh my God, that thing was, he took interest for a second. I guess we were not his type.
Yeah,
But, woo,
definitely.
smell him a mile away.
Yeah, he's left a trail.
They said 1 second we didn't go like,
You don't need a trunk to smell that.
Oh.
Imagine if one day your mother just disappeared. Imagine the same thing happening to your entire family. Imagine then all your possessions were taken, and on that day you were evicted from your home. Would you find it hard to cope? Now imagine that you're 4 years old.
he's 43 years old, nearly 2 meters tall, and weighs just over 2 tons.
Yes, he is. And if he doesn't find love, we may not see another one like him ever again.
How's he doing? How's Sudan?
Rhino called Sudan is looking for love, apparently, on the dating app Tinder.
Thank you, Wildlife Refuge in Kenya, for setting up a Tinder account for your endangered rhino. You must be pretty horny.
The Annual Forest Challenge is redefining environmental conservation. Come test your endurance, resilience and fitness levels, all for the noble cause of conserving our forests.
That was so challenging.
Bring your family, friends or colleagues and let's challenge ourselves for our forests.
We love the channel!
Get your tickets today and let's challenge ourselves for our forest on the 20th of November 2020.
first fell in love with elephants right here in Amboseli. Elephants have always been an important part of African heritage and culture. Every elephant is an individual with a personality just like us. They are playful, they teach each other things, they appear to laugh, but they're also very emotional. Elephants will respond to each other when they're in pain. But when we watch elephants, we really get a sense of how they really are beings like us. That's why we give them names. All of this family's names begin with G. There's Gigabyte, Garamba, Gakuo. Georgia is the matriarch. She's the mother of Gigabyte. And behind her is Garamba, who has a very particular tear on her ear, which makes it easy for us to tell them apart. When you get to know these elephants by name, they become like friends. You'd never dream of hurting them. Despite all of this, we're still losing the equivalent of one elephant every 15 minutes to poaching. It is mind-boggling and infuriating that people will kill these magnificent animals just so that they can wear trinkets around their necks. They should know that the only way to get ivory is to kill an elephant. Right now, there are only 400,000 African elephants left. So Amarula has partnered with Wildlife Direct to give each elephant a name. Go to amarula.com, choose your elephant, and give it a name. By designing, naming, and sharing your elephant with your family and friends, you can help spread the word about the plight of our elephants. So join me and Amarula, and let's kill the ivory trade, not our heritage.
Less than 0.1% of the population own more wealth than the bottom 99%. The richest 10% of people in Kenya earn on average 23 times more than the poorest 10%. This is how wealth would look like if we divided it equally among all social groups. But in reality, the richest earn over 99% of all the wealth in the country. The number of super rich in Kenya is one of the fastest growing in the world. So, what are some of the reasons for this income and wealth inequalities? Well, some of it can be traced to government policies, tax evasion, corruption, and tax avoidance, which are undermining Kenya's tax base. For instance, Kenya is losing 140 billion Kenya shillings a year to tax exemptions and incentives, almost half what the government spends on its entire health budget in the financial year 2022-2023. Unequal access to opportunities such as healthcare and education is rife. Nearly 1 million primary school-aged children are still out of school. Despite some improvements in health status over the last decade, the government spends only 6% of its budget on health. A quarter of the Kenyan population regularly lack access to healthcare. Economic policy is not only creating extreme inequality, but also holding back women's economic empowerment. So, what can we do about it? To begin with, the international community can provide a debt cancellation to Kenya to reduce debt servicing to low levels and ensure there's additional funding for universal healthcare, education, and social protection. We could also introduce a permanent wealth tax, increase taxes on the richest, and reduce harmful tax exemptions and incentives for large companies. This will help the country increase its revenue. Thirdly, we should scale up on spending on free public education, aiming for 20% of the budget and 15% for health in the total spending. Kenya should also provide universal social protection and other forms of government support. Extreme inequality is not inevitable, it is a matter of political choice.
Grief. that unfillable void, an emptiness that fills each waking hour with a sadness you can never forget. It's the worst part of life, but not just ours. Elephants mourn too. They grieve and visit the graves of their loved ones the same way we do. I guess that's why they say an elephant never forgets.
When I joined the department, our vision was to be a comprehensive and reliable source of personal records and vital statistics. Despite a lot of challenges, we've been able to achieve 86.2% of registration as of the data of 2021. What other countries can learn from us is that you don't need a lot of resources. And you need sound leadership. You need leadership with a vision and committed to delivering services to the communities so that everyone is counted.
Hey, John!
Hi!
Where are you headed?
I'm just going round the corner.
Don't you think you need a helmet?
No, like I said, I'm just going round the corner.
Wait a minute. What if round the corner you meet head-on with a car? What happens next?
I'll be careful. Don't worry.
Listen here.
Yeah?
Wearing a helmet is the safest way to protect yourself. It could mean the difference between life and death.
Hey, okay. Relax, man. Hey, I agree. I'll wear one.
Do not take your life for granted. A helmet saves you from having a fatal head injury. Always wear one. No helmet, no ride. This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Public Health and Sanitation in collaboration with the World Health Organization.
The water ATM is a new way to distribute the water. Everyone in Hadado has got one of these tags. When a tag is hold the water ATM, the water come down. It's as simple as that. Through this system, we are able to identify the vulnerable members of the community. We are intending to initiate an emergency cash transfer that will target the beneficiaries to be able to purchase water. This is completely a new way of doing things.
Every day, thousands of children, like Peter, appear on our streets looking for a handout. While it might make us feel good giving them money or food, it's the worst thing we can do. Like a drug, our handouts keep them there, encouraging more and more to join them. If you really want to help, give directly to childcare homes or centres who can nurture these kids and guide their lives. Or send your donations to Child Life Trust, who'll pass it on where it's needed most. Child Life Trust, it's the only handout street kids need.
This is my husband. He's John Dennis. Him and I were involved in a road traffic accident. All I remember is hearing brakes and a crash. My husband was on the floor of the matatu with one hand hanging to one seat, and he was unconscious. So I tried calling him and hitting him until he woke up. So when he woke up, he told me, I can't feel my legs. The doctor came in, Dr. Okanga, and he told us, Dennis will never be able to walk again. It broke me, because he has been my husband for 12 years? Psychologically, I am not fine. I'm doing counseling. Being a primary caregiver is not easy.
Slow down. Speeding ruins lives.
Hi, I am Dr. Alex Njoroge. I am a surgeon at the Accident and Emergency Unit. My job is trying to save people's lives. 90% of the patients I see are from reckless drivers speeding, something that can be avoided if we keep to the speed limit. We haven't met. Let's keep it that way.
Even 10 kilometers per hour over the speed limit can lead to a serious crash, leaving you and others seriously injured or even dead. Slow down. Speed kills. This message is brought to you by the World Health Organization and the Government of Kenya.
Kadri unavyoendesha gari mbio barabarani, hapo ndipo ajali inapoongezeka. Tunashirikiana na serikali kuu kukagua mwendo wa magari barabarani. Ukikamatwa, utapelekwa moja kwa moja hadi mahakamani.
Na tutakukamata kabla mtu hajajeruhiwa.
Hey James!
Hi man!
How are you feeling now?
Much better. The injuries are not that major.
Ah, that's good. And how's your motorbike?
Well, looks like I'll have to buy a new one. It's completely wrecked.
But the good news is your head is alright, yes?
Yes. Oh, and you have no idea how grateful I am I was wearing a helmet. It actually saved my life.
Sorry about your bike.
Thanks, man.
But we can buy a new bike. It's the head we cannot replace, yes?
Yes.
Do not take your life for granted. A helmet saves you from death. Always wear one. No helmet, no ride. This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Public Health and Sanitation in collaboration with the World Health Organization.
My name is Ruth Machocho. I'm from Mombasa County. I'm an event organizer, event host, event consultant. I was involved in a road crash accident that happened early this year, that is 30th of April. The truck was coming from Mtwapa heading to town at a very high speed. Then it left its lane to where we were, and that's how my life changed to where I am right now. I lost both of my parents, and I've been taking care of 2 boys. And the whole of this year, my life has been shattered. I'm fighting a physical battle. I'm fighting a mental battle. And this was all about because someone was overspeeding. Somebody was not careful on the road. Speeding can bring about situations that cannot be fixed.
Slow down. Speeding ruins lives.
Hush, my baby, close your eyes. Time to fly to paradise till the sunlight brings you home. You must dream your dreams alone. Do, 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 do.